I am having total experience of 7 years. At some moment, I thought that I am stuck in my field. Some skills I am lacking, and I should learn some new skills. One day, I was going through the LinkedIn and I found you, Lokesh, your course and the webinar. I joined the webinar and it was really helpful for me. And finally, I made a mind to join this course of the Power BI as you have also made us learn many times that we should
Right.
switch to LinkedIn. Going to the LinkedIn, and I found a job offer for the
Mm-hmm.
project domain, in which
Mm-hmm.
the job description mentioned the requirement of Power BI along with the project management and Primavera skills. So finally, I cracked the interview and I got the job. Finally, I joined Burns McDonnell India, and the one who joined as a fresher also,
Mm-hmm.
they get a salary of around.
Rupesh is one among 100 of our Power BI Premium course member who was stuck in a dead-end job and finding it difficult to get a good opportunity. Then he realized that he should learn an in-demand skill while doing his current job. So he chose Power BI, one of the most in-demand skill in the market for any aspiring data analyst because there is no coding and no technical knowledge is required. In this detailed discussion, Rupesh will be talking about how he learned Power BI in just 2 to 3 weeks, how he got the job, what all Power BI related questions were asked during the interview, and also what kind of salary package you can expect as a fresher and as well as an experienced guy. So, if you're stuck in a dead end job and would like to learn an in demand skill but do not know which one is that, then watch this video till the end to get an in depth knowledge about it. Also, if you are from a different domain or a fresher and would like to switch your career into the field of data analytics and visualization where there is no coding and no technical knowledge is required, then I'm holding a free masterclass where I will be explaining the career scope of Power BI and the salaries to expect in a Power BI job. The link for the same is given in the description, bio, and in the first comment. Also, upon joining, you will be getting my best selling Power BI ebook worth rupees 1500 absolutely free. So let's complete this video and then join my free masterclass. Let's head over to the discussion with Rupesh.
First of all, a very warm welcome, Rupesh. Thank you so much for joining this discussion.
Yeah, thank you,
And
Lokesh.
let me reframe this, that this discussion is all about helping people out there who would like to get a good opportunity into jobs, into freelancing, right? And a right
Yes,
tool to get into data analytics and visualization, which is actually Power BI. So you
yes,
made it also using Power BI, and
yes,
you did the course on Power BI also. So
yes.
warm welcome for that. And also,
Thank you.
let us just start with your quick introduction. What is your past experience and qualification? And then we'll move forward. Yeah,
Okay,
over to you, Rupesh.
okay. Yeah, hi, I'm Rupesh Bhattacharya, and I'm actually working at present now with Burns McDonnell India. It is in Mumbai. I am having total experience of 7 years. Uh, at In the last year in 2021, at some moment I thought that I am stuck in my field and I was not growing and enhancing in the way I could see my other colleagues and other fellows. So I actually introspected and then I found that some skills I am lacking and I should learn some new skills which would definitely boost me up in my career as well as financially. So I went to I googled some of the courses, and one day I was going through the LinkedIn and I found you, Lokesh, your course and the webinar. I joined the webinar and it was really helpful for me. And finally, I made a mind to join this course of the Power BI since this is a wide, as in the course itself, it is said, and we all also know that it is a free tool, and most of the companies are switching to Power BI rather than the other tools like Tableau, ClickView. That's the main reason the companies these days are using the Power BI dashboards, and I learned it, uh, which to be true. I The assignments, all the five assignments,
The
which helped
five
me a lot.
bonus dashboards, the
Five
premium
bonus
dashboards.
dashboards,
Yeah.
yes, the HR, the marketing, and those five
Sales,
premium
retail,
dashboards,
right.
yes, sales, I did. And finally I although I completed it in the month of April, but as per
Mhm.
my domain, as I'm from the project management and control domain, along
Mhm.
with that, I also did some of the more courses, and finally I joined Burns McDonnell India in the month of August 2021.
Mhm.
Based on the two skills, the first is the
Mhm.
Power BI, and along with my project management skills of Primavera.
Great,
Yes.
great, great. Okay, great. So how Power BI helped you in that opportunity? If you compare yourself before getting into Power BI and after getting into Power BI, so how that tool helped you, into getting the current opportunity that you have in your hand with where you're working right now.
As I mentioned, as I completed the course in the month of April, and I was practicing it a lot, so
Hmm.
that and I was as you have also made us learn many times that we should not much dependent on these Naukri.com for the jobs. We should
Right.
switch to LinkedIn, and
LinkedIn, absolutely.
yes, and this LinkedIn only helped me. One day I was sitting, and I was just going through the LinkedIn, and I found a job offer for the
Hmm.
project domain, in which
Hmm.
the job description mentioned the requirement of Power BI along with the project management and Primavera skills.
Great.
So
Hmm.
I immediately applied to it, and
Hmm.
accordingly, I was interviewed, and I did it well. They asked me questions mainly, and they asked me what actually the Power Query is, and also what DAX functions I have worked actually.
Hmm.
At that, when I was interviewed, I clearly told them that I don't have that practical experience. Yes, but the assignments and whatever I have learned, I can assure you that I can definitely make good dashboards. And even I showed one of my dashboard, uh, the dashboard for the adventure work dashboard which we have
Adventure work,
worked.
the case study that we
Yes,
discuss in the course itself,
that we
right?
discussed in the course. I showed
Hmm.
them, and they were okay, and they were satisfied, yes, that this person knows something about Power BI. And
Right.
along with the data, as I mentioned, for my project management also, and Primavera, it is also software Primavera. So finally I cracked the interview, and I got the job in that
Great.
domain.
So
Thank
happy
you.
for you. And also, let me tell everyone who is watching this video right now is that, we whosoever joined the course is become the premium member, right? And
Yes.
we do one monthly live session where we discuss about the job opportunities, like Rupesh just mentioned
Yes.
about. I discuss about that we should go for LinkedIn, right? Because that is
Yes.
the authentic and most used source by the recruiters to recruit
Yes.
professionals as
Yes,
compared to the other
definitely.
uh, portals.
Other portals like Naukri.com, Shine.com, I think
Right.
LinkedIn is the best platform even
Mhm.
to showcase your skills, and to connect
Right.
directly with the recruiters, and
Mhm.
get in touch with them. And even you can connect with if you suppose you want to get hires in some
Mhm.
company, you can get connected to the people who are already working, and get the referral from them.
Absolutely.
And
Very good.
yes,
Mhm.
so it helped me a lot. The LinkedIn platform helped me a lot, and I got the job through LinkedIn only.
Hope you're enjoying this video so far and gaining some knowledge. Let us thank Rupesh for sparing the time for this by mentioning into the comment section right now as thank you for motivating. Let us continue.
Right. Great.
Yes.
I know that you mentioned that you got the job based on two major skills. One is your project management skills, and the other
Yes.
another one is Power BI. So
Yes.
I am actually referring to Power BI over here on my platform. So that's why I'm going to talk about that. And if I
Yes.
talk
Sure.
about that, if you remember anything from your interview, that what kind of questions they asked you, like you mentioned, they were asking about the decks and some reportings also. So can you briefly tell a little bit about it? That would be very helpful for the people who are watching this right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Firstly, the questioning was what is actually the Power Query is.
Query.
So,
Okay.
yes, Power Query, what we can do in Power Query, and I explained them what all we can do with the Power Query.
Mm-hmm.
They have asked me merged queries, abandoned queries.
Great. Mm-hmm.
Then, secondly, for the Power BI, they asked me what DAX I have used as far and
Mm-hmm.
what all I know. So I
Mm-hmm.
clearly told them practically I don't have that exposure in Power BI, but since I am a new learner, I'm a beginner.
Mm-hmm.
I have worked, which I told them that I can show one of my dashboards which I have
Mm-hmm.
prepared.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, my interview went for the two rounds. In the
Mm-hmm.
second round, they again asked me for this, and I have showed one of my dashboards and
Great.
that adventure work dashboard which we
Mm-hmm.
did through the course.
Mm-hmm.
So so these were mainly they have asked me this merged query, appended query, DAX, what all. I was like I told the iterator functions, date,
Mm-hmm.
previous, this, and decomposition tree.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Right. Very good.
uh, these were the some of the things which I explained them,
Right.
and they were okay with that.
Great. Thank you for sharing this. And in fact, for the viewer, I'll also put a screenshot of the report that you can see right now. Okay. And I think if you want to get into, Rupesh is actually sharing a very good information that what kind of a knowledge level you should have into Power BI. Like Power Query, he mentioned it's an ETL tool, which is a part of Power BI. And then the DEX functions. Rupesh, if you remember, 40 to 50 DEX functions we have covered in detail
Yes,
into the course also,
calculate,
right?
filter. Yeah, I mentioned
Uh,
all the text functions which I have
some
learned through the
X,
course. Yes,
right?
the iterator
So
function, calculate,
iterator
filter.
functions,
Yes, I mentioned all those text functions which I have
great.
learned.
And
So
AI based visuals you also mentioned, like decomposition tree,
yes,
key
yes,
influencer, and
yes,
Q&A based,
yes,
visuals can be created. That's
yes.
amazing, right? So one more thing, which people are generally very curious about. Couple of things rather. One thing is the salary. Okay, I'm not going to ask your salary, right?
Okay.
Reason being because your primary skill is
Uh,
a project
Project
management.
management.
So it won't
Yes,
it won't help us to understand. If you would have got a job only based on Power BI, that would have make
that
some
would be a
sense,
different
right?
case. Yes,
Right.
yes,
So I'm not going to ask you about your salary, but you are into the organization, you work closely with the team who are
yes,
handling Power BI, and all these are
yes,
Power BI specialists and
yes,
experts into Power BI. So if
yes.
you have any tentative idea, it would be helpful for the viewer. Like if a person who is a uh, non-experienced guy, a fresher who just learn Power BI without any experience and want to get a job, how much salary they can expect, number one. And second, with 1 2 or 3 years of experience into Power BI, how much salary a person can expect. If you have any idea about it, you can share over here also.
Yeah, for a fresher, what our company is offering is around 3.6 lakhs for
Great.
this Power BI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that further when one is skilled in that Power BI and is having some experience, that
Mm-hmm.
depends upon his negotiation and further. But for a fresher, the starting completely core into Power BI,
Mm-hmm.
since as I told you, our company is having a specialist team for the Power BI.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not part of that, but still
Mm-hmm.
the freshers also, the one who joined as a fresher also,
Mm-hmm.
they get a salary of around 3.5 lakh.
Great. And based on my experience, I'll also tell you that most of the companies are there which actually offer a salary of 6 LPA also to a fresher. There are
Yes.
many companies, and even apart from that, if a person get experience of 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years, they can actually double their salary also,
Yes,
because the
definitely.
growth into this is exponential. You may have seen that how
Yes.
quickly you can learn Power BI, and if you
Yes.
are little bit creative, then there is no limit, because Power BI, I hope you will agree with me, it's a problem solving tool, right?
Yes,
And
definitely.
it helps us to find out the insights out of the data, which actually saves crores and crores of rupees to an organization, or help it to earn that much of amount. So that's why you
Yes,
become
definitely.
valuable to an organization in such a way
Yes.
that they are ready to pay a good amount. And also you are in a direct contact to the decision makers, because you have to
Yes.
present the report to them. So that's again an
Yes.
advantage, that you are getting a good uh, connections there.
Yes.
So that's another advantage I can see. So this, and one more thing I would like to ask you, um, that based on your learning into Power BI, the time that you have spent on Power BI so far, what is your advice to someone who want to get into Power BI? Because I'm sure that you may have seen already that there is no coding and no experience is required. So
Yes.
what is your advice to people who are working into different domains? Because uh, yesterday itself I had a discussion with another one of the premium member, and he was a civil engineer actually, and
Okay.
he had no experience into any kind of tools like this, but
Okay.
he got a job into this after pandemic, and got a very good
Okay.
package also. So
Okay.
what is your take on this? You must have seen people around you into the organization.
Yeah. If as if someone is learning Power BI,
Mhm.
he should definitely practice it a lot,
Mhm.
so that when he is being interviewed,
Mhm.
he can answer it very quickly.
Mhm.
As I told that, as I was being interviewed, the first question was asked to me, what is Power Query? What do you know about Power Query? What all you
Mhm.
can do with Power Query? And I explained what actually the Power Query is, and I told them about the append queries and merge queries.
Mhm.
So it was because as I had done a lot of practice for all the five bonus dashboards which you have given.
Mhm.
Also I was once the course was completed, I googled some of the so that I can get some data I can work it on. So in
Right.
this manner, I did so much practice for the Power BI, so that it is in my tips,
Mhm.
so that once the question is asked, I'm in a moment that I can answer it in that
Right.
single minute.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. One more question. Generally, people have a myth that only based on Power BI we cannot get a job, right? We need SQL, we need R, we need Python, or another technology or something we need to have expertise on. What is your take again onto this? I know you are into project management
Yeah.
and Power BI,
Yes.
but the
Yes.
team that you are working with, they are into only Power BI. So what is your take on that?
Uh, Even the when I applied for this job interview, there was the
Mhm.
requirement Power BI along with the SQL. Although
Mhm.
I didn't knew anything about SQL,
Mhm.
but still I made to it. Although it was project management and along with Power BI, they asked
Mhm.
me that if I know anything. I clearly told them no, I don't know anything about SQL. But still, it was they were like, okay, so no problem that you can learn. But since at
Right.
present I am switched to some other domain, so yeah, like Python and all these maybe require, but yes, one should be good at Power BI only.
Mhm.
And yeah, one thing I would like to add, companies if one sees in the LinkedIn job descriptions, or when goes through the Naukri.com, they have requirement Power BI along with SQL. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
companies do require, but in
Mm-hmm.
my case, to be true, I didn't found that difficulty. Then, since I was from the project management domain as well as the Power BI, so I didn't
Mm-hmm.
found that much difficulty. So it was like for them it is okay. So if you don't know that, you can learn once you join a company,
On the
and
job
that was,
learning can be done.
yes, yes,
Actually, I would like to add something here, Rupesh, and this is
yes,
for everyone who is watching this video, is that it happens. You actually pointed the very right thing over here, that when you look at the job, there are few jobs you will find where it has been mentioned like Power BI, and we need
along with
expertise in
SQL,
SQL also. But
SQL
let me
also.
tell you
Yes,
one thing: just people look at this part, and if they have expertise into Power BI, they do not apply for such jobs. I
yes,
always tell them to do so. Okay, and because the core expertise companies are looking for is Power BI, and
yes,
SQL and other technologies are in addition to that. And
yes, definitely, I agree.
if you impress the recruiter based on your capability in Power BI, like you created the dashboard after learning from the course, and you have shown that dashboard to the recruiter, and they were satisfied. Okay, this guy Rupesh know Power BI that much, that we need into this job. So
Yes,
similar thing they have to do also, but they are afraid just by looking at that JD and that SQL or any other technology. So, and there are many people. I had a discussion which are there onto this YouTube channel I have,
even I
and
remember
they
earlier
got
I was
the opportunity.
also, even I earlier I was also hesitant. Even I discussed it with you also. I remember
Right.
that most of the job descriptions I find that they are asking for the
Hmm.
sequel, and I remember I asked you that if you can also launch the course for the sequel, we discussed.
Right.
But
Right.
but I think that although the companies they write in their job descriptions Power BI along with the sequel, but one should apply and if chance comes, then definitely they can pitch in and accordingly they can uh, get the things done in
Right.
that
On the
manner
job
and they
learning
can
can be
explain.
done. Right.
Yes,
And also
yes,
some basic learning can be done. Right.
yes,
So at least, so it would be good for everyone to upgrade our skills. That is
yes,
always
definitely.
helpful.
Yes.
Right. Great. Great. And one more thing I would like to understand: any feedback about the course that you did on Power BI? What do you think that uh, how it went for you, this course?
To be true, as such, I don't have that any feedback. Yeah, but it would be great that along with Power BI, if SQL is also if you start teaching SQL also, then
Right.
definitely it would be beneficial for many of the people.
Definitely. It's
Since
in the pipeline. It is
yes.
taking time, but it's in the pipeline. But you'll get added. Don't worry.
Okay, okay,
Hmm.
but for as a course of for the Power BI only, I before joining you, as I mentioned, searched for the courses through Google and YouTube and LinkedIn.
Mhm.
But the way you taught, I found it more convenient and more comfortable. So that's why I joined, and finally I made it to join the company, the presently where I'm working with Burns McDonnell. So thanks to you also for that.
My pleasure. And that's your hard work also that you
Yes.
did. And also, in how much time you have completed the course? Because you said that you joined in April. So in how much time
I
you have
joined
completed
in
the course?
I joined in
March. March, huh?
it took me 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, you completed the course.
Yes.
Okay. And
Daily I
then you
used
started
to give
applying for the job also.
yeah, daily I used to give 1.5, 2 hours, then
Mhm.
practice it, and yeah, it 2, 3 weeks it can be done.
Great. And when you got the job in uh,
Actually, I got the job in the month of August.
August, so you started
Yeah,
applying
I
when?
actually I did some further courses also. Not
Okay.
I was not completely dependent on the Power BI.
Right.
Did some of my project management courses also.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, when I saw that they need a combination of project management Primavera along with the Power BI, I
Mm-hmm.
applied and I got that opportunity.
Okay. Great,
It was
great,
like
great.
that. Yes.
And any appreciation in your salary happened because of Power BI? Do you think it happened or no?
Yes.
Okay,
It happened. Yes,
okay,
it
great.
happened.
That's it. That's it, Rupesh. Thank you so much for sparing time today. Thank you so much for having this discussion. And I'm 100% sure that there are thousands of people who are going to get benefited out of this discussion. Okay, it happened earlier also. There are people, I had a discussion with them and thousands of people watched it and they got benefited out of it a lot. And this is going to help a lot. So thank you so much for sparing time and moreover sharing your information and knowledge, what you have collected based on your hard
Yes.
work and learning Power BI, getting into the job and sharing that and inspiring people who are freshers, who are experienced on this platform. Thank you so much, Rupesh. Hope we're gonna meet once again.
Yes, definitely.
Great. Okay. Thank you, Rupesh. Let's end up the
Okay.
call. Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care, Rupesh. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.
Hope you have got massive value in this short video. If you want to switch your career into the field of data analytics, then I'm holding a free masterclass where I'll explain everything about Power BI's career scope and the salary packages to expect. The link for the same is given in the description bio and in the first comment. Also, upon joining, you will be getting my best-selling ebook on Power BI worth ₹1,500 absolutely free. Just register and I'll see you over there.